things are kicking off at work, can you ring me? So then she did ring, and I spoke to Rachel, and I said, and she said, of course it's fine. She said, I wrote that email late on at night when I was going back. She said, of course there's flexibility. If they can pick up the cat tomorrow or Monday morning before the transfer, then there's no issue. We just don't want the cats to be sat here for ages, when they haven't had interest for such a long time or whatever. So so Rachel was really like, yeah, there is flexibility.
Course,
it was just the way that she worded it. She said, and I said, I thought that's what the case would be. She was like, no worries. I said, I'm letting you know, Rach, that Ali's been involved in this. And Rachel was like, oh, for God's sake, okay, fine, I'll explain to Ali. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She was okay and everything. And I relayed this over to Fran and everything. And Charlotte, I still don't know what happened between Ali and Fran, but Charlotte came and said, well, Ali said it's fine, so we can rehouse this cat because
Charlotte said this.
Charlotte came in later on, sorry, it's been down. Charlotte came in later on and said that Ali has given me the go ahead to rehouse this cat, so I'm going to do with that. And we went, right, okay, that's fine. We'd already spoken to Rachel at that point anyway, and we just accepted. We let Charlotte kind of think that she'd won, as it were.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll ring the customers, Charlotte. You've got a lot of work on. I wanted to ring the customers that had been upset when she'd left. And I'd heard her talking to Ali on the phone, saying that she told Ali that the customer was extremely cross and that was going to go to a different cat rescue.
Which she'd never said. No.
Not at all. So it was a complete lie.
Yeah.
She never ever said anything like that. She never ever hinted that she was going to go anywhere, that she was unhappy with Blue Cross. She was just upset that she wanted this cat, and Charlotte had bigged her up.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure, I said to Charlotte, look, you're busy, Charlotte, I'll ring the customer and give him the good news. And she was like, oh, thanks, Liz, that's great, and I was like, yeah. I wanted to do that because I wanted to check that this woman was okay, and to find out for definite whether she felt that the experience had been, in a subtle way. So I rung the customer and I said, look, we've had discussions. We've found out that if you can come and collect the cat tomorrow, you can have the cat. She was delighted, and I said, did you feel that were you upset or anything earlier? And she was like, I was a little upset. She said, because you'd said to me that the cats weren't available for viewing, but as soon as the other girl come in, she said that they were available. She said, so it got me a bit confused. And then of course she said the one that matched was one of the ones that was a transfer.
Yeah.
She said, so I got a bit confused, and I was a little bit upset because it was a bit like, why show me them if you're going to transfer them? After I'd already explained that they were for transfer. So she said, I was more upset with the fact that the process, and it was too complicated, and that was upsetting her because she said that she felt that she wasn't suitable or something.
Did she say anything about like the almost over the topness though?
Yes, she was saying that she wouldn't have felt quite the way that she did if she called her the lady the lady that had been speaking to her hadn't made out that was the perfect cat for her before she'd even met the cat. So she'd basically spoken to them in the reception and pointed out a cat and talked about a specific cat before she'd even met the cat. It was on the transfer list. And said, this is the best match for you. This cat will do this for you. This cat meets this criteria. So everything that she'd done before she'd actually met the cat, and it happened to be one that was on the transfer list. She said, the woman on the phone, and I remember her distinctly because she was from somewhere where I used to grow up, so I remember speaking to her quite clearly. She said, I just felt that why match me with one that you were going to move in the first place? She said, that's what upset me, because you bigged up this cat to me and then said